started by letting me give you a little bit of a scenario of what my life is all about.
All right, hola YouTubers, Jay Barrick, Sandy Sage here with you at the beautiful Carissa Plains National Monument in near the Central Valley of California. Here with my new friends, Dan and Sue. Hi, say hello, Sue. Hi, Dan. Dan has generously offered to give me a tour of his one-of-a-kind Volkswagen Double Cab truck.
This is a 1966 Volkswagen Crew Cab Double Cab Pickup. I was drawn to, I got it in 1972 for $1,500. It's called Mazvagon, you know, a takeoff on Volkswagen. Mazda makes a rotary engine for the Mazda RX-7, and I had access because of some business associate to do a conversion of a rotary engine in the Volkswagen.
A rotary engine. And what cars did Mazda? Mazda had them in the RX-7?
RX-7, first introduced in late 70s in the Mazda Mini Pickup. And then later they introduced the rotary in their sports car, which was the RX-7. This is a Mazda, this is a 4-port Mazda 13B, which means it's 1,300 cc's. The first rotaries were 12As, which were 1,200, and it has basically about 100. It's mildly ported for the performance guys, and it develops about 150 horsepower, which is adequate for, and it has a carbureted system on it that is off the earlier 12As. It's not quite modulated right, and I'm still doing some carburetor development even after that many years. I mean, it's an ongoing project, obviously, because it runs very rich. The original paint on the exhaust manifold is still there. That gives you an idea. Yeah. It's okay when you get in high elevations when it leans out, but you know, for down in the valley floors and stuff like that, you can flood it easy too. So that's a current project underway. In the back, there's been some major surgery in the Volkswagen here to allow for this engine to drop below where the stock engine was. This was all a pan in
Oh
here.
yeah, right.
So I incorporated a skid plate that incorporates with the bumper as far as an integrated trailer hitch. In the back, between the wheel wells, that I did some major surgery and reinforced the cradle. It's a cross-flow radiator with two 12-inch fans, and on the other side is a very large oil cooler. Rotary engines require that you have adequate cooling of the oil because 40% of the rotary engine is cooled with oil because of the limitations on water jacketing in the rotary engine. So
you took it on the road. It was still running warm after your first run. Right.
Well, it was fine, you know, initially around town.
Yeah.
As a daily driver, which it was, and all that. But if you loaded it up and go camping and climbed a grade, it got critical. So I had to.
So you want to get more air,
and I didn't want to do a radiator in the front and violate the front end appearance. So I cut into my custom fiberglass roof and integrated in another cross flow radiator. And these fans are all individually controlled on the dash, so I can modulate. If I'm stuck on a hill in traffic, I can turn them on and climb in a grade. So the water comes out now, comes up the second pipe and the supports for the roof through this cross flow down, forward through that, and back into the engine. So I've got a lot of capacity now.
And been running cool and good ever since, huh?
Yeah, had no problems.
You got some custom work in here.
Yeah, there's a lot more gauges. It used to, it was very simplistic. Basically, I got rid of the mechanical systems as far as clutch cables. It's all hydraulic. In '66, there was 6-volt system, so right away it had to be converted to 12.
I love these little windows. I just want to point out they push back. I don't know, was there a name for the way they open?
Pop-out windows.
Pop-outs, yeah. Gives you a little bit of air going through there.
Really nice. So you got overhead ram air coming in and distribution, many settings on this, and with a wind wing and that open,
air would flush out, come out. Yeah,
flowing the surface.
Give you nice circulation.
Exactly. These side gates drop down, and this flips up. During the summertime, I usually have these rolled up. Here at the Carrizo Plain, it's pretty dusty coming in on the roads.
Yep.
So
And
I
rough.
have this down for protection. Plus, I have a dog that sleeps in there at night.
Yep.
So, and the side scoops are custom to make sure I got enough air into cooling the rotary engine. So this was a 10-year backyard project that when I finished was its maiden voyage to Alaska. We toured Alaska for 3 months. We've got sleeping bag,
Storage up top.
storage for your
Clothes,
and
yep.
whatever
you want.
and
And you got 2 doors so that
One
either
on
one
each
you can get out either
wanna
side.
get out,
Good
I
design.
Get up at night, so that's, and this
You have your pulley system here.
this is travel mode. It's up and keeps dust out, and with these things
Yeah,
flat,
gives
it
you
works
more
pretty
protection,
well,
yeah.
But you can modulate. This is where you store your camping stuff. So
Yep.
it's all basic.
I love the
Storage.
pots and pans. We talked about those earlier. Got some old cast iron camping equipment, a original Coleman lantern, backup stove, or
Sometimes I have to make coffee here. I make coffee every morning. My wife is still in the Camp Easy and serve her coffee, and it keeps things.
I was gonna say each morning I've seen the process of making coffee, and
Campfire coffee.
Sue's lucky enough to get coffee in bed from Dan every morning. Pretty nice service here at the center.